исполнителей или заказчиков терактов сепаратистами, а не террористами. Членов банды Арби Бараева и Мавсара Бараева, занимавшихся похищением людей, казнями заложников, организацией терактов Норд-Ост, журналисты CNN называют вооруженные чеченцы, чечен ганмер, чеченские партизаны, чечен гюрлерс, чеченские повстанцы, чечен rebels и, наконец, чеченские диссиденты, чечен dissidents. В то же время участники аналогичных формирований в Ираке именуются Iraqi insurgents, иракские мятежники. Вот как CNN писал о взрывах в московском метрополитене в мае 2010 года. Russian investigation come into subway station attacked by female suicide bombers team. Chechen rebels may have been behind the rush hour strike that killed thousands of people. В кратком переводе это означает, что в час пик на двух станциях московского метрополитена чеченскими повстанцами было совершен теракт двумя террористами смертности. А сейчас хотелось бы зачитать некоторые термины, часто используемые в СМИ США и в их правящих кругах. Нужно отметить эмоциональную окраску вот этих терминов и само смысловое значение. Шпион, разведчик. Это в зависимости от того, на кого он работает. Насаждение, внедрение, в зависимости от того, одобряет ли оценивающий нововведение. Оккупировать, освободить, в зависимости от того, чьи войска вошли в страну. Диктатор, вождь, тиран, лидер, сподвижник, эпигон, мятеж, революция, бунт, восстание. Сепаратизм, национально-освободительное движение. Вооруженная агрессия, восстановление конституционного порядка. Война, контртеррористическая операция. Установление марионеточного правительства, уничтожение диктатуры. Террорист, партизан, интервенция, военная помощь и так далее. История свидетельствует об использовании подобных приемов многожды. Практически каждодневно в выступлениях на телевидении, в газетных и журнальных заголовках мы можем наткнуться на подобные клише, фразы, изречения, которые будут нести абсолютно иное значение. Для кого-то это выгодно, для кого-то нет. Единственное, необходимо учесть, что умение использовать подобный прием во всем его многообразии является сильнейшим оружием на политической арене. На этом все. Но перед тем, как я закончу, мне хотелось бы продемонстрировать вам небольшой ролик, который наглядно покажет и расскажет все о двойных.
Russia has taken a commanding lead over Georgia, trouncing the former Soviet satellite 10,000 bombs to... The onslaught in the Caucasus centered around the disputed South Ossetia region on the border between the two countries. While Russia claims they have ended military operations, Georgia claims the Russians have made further attacks into Abkhazia. Oh, war. It's just God's way of teaching Americans geography. You know, it'll be very interesting to see what the United States does here. Now, our invasion of Iraq somewhat hamstrings our options in Georgia, not just militarily, but also diplomatically, and I guess you'd say, I don't know, morally. Let's watch our UN ambassador, Zalmay Khalilzad, dance the dance.
We want to make sure our Russian colleagues understand that the days of overthrowing leaders by military means.
Careful, Khalilzad. Steady, steady.
The days of overthrowing leaders by military means in Europe, those days are gone.
Yes! You did it! Those days are gone! In Europe! In the Middle East? Morning in America! It's amazing how adding the phrase in Europe makes our actions more palatable, even fun. Let's try another one.
What they have done has caused tremendous humanitarian suffering
in Europe.
The United States is not looking for hostile relations.
In Europe. I'm confused. The United States is making great pains to say that it's not okay to overthrow democratically elected regimes in Europe. And obviously, we've got some gray area here. What are the acceptable ground rules now for regime change?
Oh, it's actually very easy. If the leader you're overthrowing has a cartoon mustache, if the tallest structure in the capital is a statue of the leader, if said leader's country is run on a chickpea-based economy, and if their religion is what we call false.
So those, it would be acceptable?
Those would be acceptable.
I see. Well, we had wanted Georgia to join NATO. Are we going to be sending troops and aid to defend against Russia as part of a defense pact? Remember in 2005, the president visited Georgia and said this.
The path of freedom you have chosen is not easy, but you will not travel it alone.
But as of tonight, it appears that Georgia will be on the path alone.
Oh, hardly. Russia's right there, isn't it? Travelling with them, pushing them off the path. Waiting on the path for Georgia to return to the path so that they can once again push them off it. It's great fun.
Well, thank you, John. Stay safe out there.
I will do my to blame.
August 14, 2008. From Army General's World News Headquarters in New York, this is the message of John Smith.
Now we turn to the real news. Russia says that the ceasefire between itself and its former Soviet satellite Georgia continues. If by continues they mean bombs it out of Georgia. You always know the president is pissed off when he starts talking in nonsensical absolutes that he's involved in.
Russia has invaded a sovereign neighboring state and threatened a democratic government elected by the people. Such an action is unacceptable in the 21st century.
Russia is so 20th century. This century is all about preempting, right? Still, President Bush has sent his lead envoy, Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, to the Georgian capital of Tbilisi. Luckily, I'm sure she has a more nuanced, less stunningly oblivious view of the conflict.
This is not 1968 and the invasion of Czechoslovakia where Russia can threaten its neighbors, occupy a capital, overthrow a government, and get away with it. Things have changed.
Do you guys have any short-term memory? Do you have anything? You just said, yeah, no, let's be clear about it. You can't just overthrow a government, occupy a capital, knock over their statues, statue of prisoners, refer to the horrific level of civilian casualties as birth pangs of democracy.
The situation in Georgia remains fluid and dangerous. As soon as possible, my colleagues, Senator Lieberman and Senator Graham, will be traveling with both of them to Georgia